They tell you that once you make $100,000 a year, you've made it. That number gets whispered like a finish line. 6 figures, comfort, stability, respect. And yet somehow millions of Americans are earning $100,000 and still lying awake on Sunday night, staring at the ceiling, doing math in their heads. That's the contradiction. A salary that used to mean success now feels like survival. And that should make you uncomfortable. This story really starts in the early 2000s. Back then, $100,000 wasn't just a number. It was a lifestyle, a house with a yard, vacations that didn't go on a credit card, a little breathing room. It wasn't rich, but it was safe. Then, quietly, everything changed. No explosion, no announcement, just prices creeping up year after year while salaries pretended nothing was wrong. By the time anyone noticed, the ground had already shifted. Then came the gold rush. Social media turned 6 figures into a personality. TikTok told you that if you weren't making $100,000 by 30, you were behind. Recruiters used it like bait. Companies dangled it like a prize. Meanwhile, cities turned into casinos where the house always wins. Rent surged. Childcare exploded. Healthcare started charging luxury prices for basic survival. The party looked great on Instagram, but the tab kept growing in the background. Here's where the math breaks. In 2000, $100,000 could comfortably support a family in most of America. Today, in cities like New York, San Francisco, or Seattle, that same salary can disappear before the month ends. Rent alone can eat 40% of it. Childcare can rival a second mortgage. Healthcare premiums quietly drain thousands a year. After taxes, student loans, and basic living costs, a 6-figure salary can feel like $50,000 in disguise. The insane part is that the harder you work, the more you earn, the more expensive life becomes around you. And then the cracks start showing. People with impressive titles quietly skip vacations. Dual-income households still panic over one medical bill. Parents delay kids, couples delay homes. Professionals with good jobs carry constant financial anxiety and never talk about it because they're supposed to be doing well. Admitting struggle at $100,000 feels embarrassing, even when the math says it shouldn't be. So here's the question that creeps in late at night. If $100,000 doesn't buy stability anymore, what does? And if that number was the goal for an entire generation, what happens when you reach it and realize it moved without telling you? The reason this hasn't collapsed into a full-blown panic is simple. Employers still treat 6 figures like generosity. Politicians still use it as proof the system works. Banks still approve loans assuming that income equals security. And workers keep chasing it because the alternative is scarier. This isn't the first time a promise slowly broke. The middle-class dream didn't shatter overnight. It just thinned out, quietly, until it barely held any weight. So, no, this isn't a story about failure. It's a story about a number that lost its meaning, a salary that sounds rich but behaves fragile, and a country still pretending that 6 figures is a finish line, even as more people cross it and realize there's nothing waiting on the other side. The real danger isn't that the lie gets exposed, it's that everyone keeps playing along right up until something finally snaps.